All right, Ira, this is it. The moment of truth. Let's actually start packing. Do you know what you want to tackle first, or are we just throwing things in wildly?
Oh, definitely not wildly. I think I'll start with clothes. It's always easier to get a visual on what fits, what doesn't, and how much space everything actually takes up in the suitcase.
That makes total sense. Clothes are always the biggest space hog. Do you need any help folding anything? Especially those bulkier items? I'm a pro at the Marie Kondo fold, though I rarely actually do it for my own clothes.
Haha, that's so you, Ayaan. Maybe with the thicker items, like my jackets and sweaters, they always seem to puff up no matter how much I try to flatten them. It's like they have a mind of their own.
Sure thing. I'll fold mine too, and then we can compare techniques. Honestly, I find that a good fold, or better yet, a good roll, saves so much space. It's like Tetris for your suitcase.
That's actually a great point. Do you usually roll or fold your clothes? I've always been a folder, mostly out of habit, but I've heard rolling is the way to go for space efficiency.
I'm a roller, through and through. I find it takes up less space, and surprisingly, it keeps them much neater and less wrinkled than traditional folding, especially for things like t-shirts, jeans, and even lighter sweaters. You just gotta get that technique down, a nice tight roll.
I usually fold most of mine, but maybe I should really give rolling a serious try this time. My suitcase always ends up looking like a war zone after the first day of travel. Any specific items you swear by rolling?
Oh, absolutely. T-shirts and pants are perfect for rolling, even dresses if they're not super delicate. For anything more formal, I might still fold carefully, but for casual wear, rolling is the absolute champion. It also helps prevent those annoying crease lines you get from folding.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'll give it a try then. Worst case, I end up with slightly wrinkled clothes, which happens anyway, right? Speaking of clothes, how many pairs of shoes are you actually taking? Because that's another black hole for space.
Oh, shoes! The eternal struggle. For this trip, I'm aiming for 3. One comfortable pair for all the walking we'll be doing, a slightly dressier but still comfortable pair for evenings out, and then maybe a casual sneaker. What about you? Are you more minimalist with your footwear?
Honestly, I was thinking probably 2. My go-to comfortable walking shoes are a must, obviously, and then one casual pair that can easily transition from day to a slightly nicer evening look. 3 feels a bit ambitious for me, space-wise.
That's perfectly reasonable, actually. I sometimes overpack on shoes just because I like options. But then I only end up wearing 2 pairs anyway. So 2 is probably the smart move. You're teaching me things already.
Haha, glad to be of service. Do you think we need extra socks? I usually pack exactly 1 pair per day, but then I always wonder if that's enough for unexpected situations.
Always, Ira. Always extra socks. You never ever know when you'll step in a puddle, or sweat through a pair, or just want a fresh pair after a long day of exploring. I usually pack a few extra pairs, plus a couple of different types. Athletic ones, cozy ones for evenings, it's the small luxuries.
True. I remember that one time in Rome. Let's not even go there. I'll definitely add a few more to my pile then. Better to have too many than too few when it comes to socks.
Exactly. Okay, moving on from the clothes conundrum, what about toiletries? Did you pack your essentials? Because forgetting your toothbrush is a special kind of travel misery.
Oh, not yet. I was thinking of doing that last, mostly because I'm still using them daily, but I definitely have a mental checklist. Toothbrush, toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, moisturizer.
Good call. Don't forget sunscreen, a small body wash, and maybe some hand cream. And for me, a little travel-sized mouthwash is a game changer. Just keeps you feeling fresh on the go, especially after a long flight.
Got it. I'll make a small, dedicated bag for all the liquids. I'm thinking about investing in some solid toiletries actually, like shampoo bars, to avoid the whole liquid drama entirely. Have you tried those?
I actually have. They're fantastic for saving space and avoiding leaks. Plus, you don't have to worry about the airport regulations if we're carrying them in hand luggage. That 100-milliliter rule can be a real headache sometimes, can't it?
Oh, tell me about it. I once had a full-sized bottle of sunscreen confiscated because I forgot to check the size. Never again. Yes, liquids must be under 100 milliliters if they're in the carry-on, and all fit into one clear, quart-sized bag. It's like a packing puzzle.
Exactly. Such a pain. But hey, now that we're almost done with the main items, do you want me to check your bag for weight? before we put everything away, it's always good to make sure you're under the limit. Nothing worse than repacking at the check-in counter.
Oh, that would be incredibly helpful, Ayaan. I always eyeball it and that never ends well. I swear my bag gains weight just by looking at it sometimes. Okay, here goes nothing.
All right, let's see. Grunts slightly as he lifts. Okay, everything looks fine. You're well under the limit, actually. Impressive. Maybe I should take some lessons from you on minimalism.
Great! Phew, that's a relief. It's always a gamble. Did you pack all your electronics already? That's my next big category, and I always worry about forgetting a crucial charger.
Yes, I did. My phone, charger, headphones, and laptop are all tucked away safely in my backpack. I also packed a universal adapter just in case, because you never know when you'll need one. Learned that the hard way once.
Oh, good shout on the adapter. I'll do mine now. And don't forget power banks. Seriously, they're absolute saviors when you're out all day and your phone decides to die at the most inconvenient moment.
Good call. I actually have 2 fully charged ones. They're absolutely lifesavers, especially during long travel days or when you're in a spot with limited outlets. My phone battery has a tendency to vanish when I'm constantly taking photos or looking up directions.
Right? It's like, oh, you need me to navigate? Battery, goodbye. Should we bring any snacks for the journey? I always get peckish on planes or trains.
A few are definitely a good idea. Light ones, though, like nuts, granola bars, or some dried fruit. Nothing too smelly or messy. Nobody wants to be that person on the plane, you know?
Haha, absolutely not. No durian on the plane. Okay, I'll pack some of those then. It really helps avoid buying overpriced airport food, too.
Exactly. Smart thinking. What about all the crucial documents? Passport, tickets, hotel info, maybe a copy of your travel insurance? The boring but essential stuff.
Ah, the boring but utterly critical stuff. I have all of them neatly organized in my travel pouch. Passport, printed tickets, digital copies on my phone, and a small card with emergency contacts. Double-checked it this morning.
Perfect. I have mine ready too, in a similar fashion. Digital copies are key. I also have a little Ziploc bag with photocopies of my passport and visa, just in case the worst happens. A bit paranoid maybe, but it gives me peace of mind.
That's not paranoid, that's smart, Ayaan. I should probably add copies too. It's always better to be overprepared than underprepared when it comes to essential documents. Do we need an extra bag for souvenirs? Because I have a feeling we're going to want to buy things.
Oh, absolutely. I always carry a foldable one. It won't take up much space in the suitcase on the way there, and it's a lifesaver for anything we pick up or if our main bags suddenly feel too heavy on the return trip. Plus, it can double as a day bag sometimes.
That's genius. I'll add it then. I always forget that until I'm halfway through the trip, trying to cram a ridiculously shaped souvenir into an already bursting bag. A foldable tote it is.
It's a game changer, honestly. Okay, last couple of things. How about jackets or raincoats? Do you want them in the suitcase or your carry-on? Because the weather can be so unpredictable.
I think I'll take my light, waterproof jacket in my backpack. That way it's easily accessible on the plane if it gets chilly, or if we hit an unexpected drizzle right after landing, and it saves space in the main luggage.
I'll do the same. Layering is key, especially when you're moving between different climates or just from a chilly airport to a warmer destination. A lightweight packable jacket is probably one of the most essential travel items, honestly.
Agreed. It's like a superhero of clothing. Do you want to pack some books or magazines for the journey, or are you a strictly e-reader kind of traveler?
Maybe one small paperback. I like having something physical to read, especially during takeoff and landing when you can't use electronics. But I don't want to add too much weight, so my Kindle will be doing most of the heavy lifting, literary speaking.
Agreed. I'll pick a small novel, something I can finish on the plane, and maybe a puzzle book or something, just something to break up the screen time, you know?
Definitely. It's good to have options. How about those little toiletries for a quick refresh during travel, like wet wipes, hand sanitizer, a travel-sized deodorant, all those tiny things that make a big difference?
Oh, already in my personal item pouch. Essential for feeling human after a long flight, seriously. Wet wipes are a godsend, and hand sanitizer is just non-negotiable these days.
Great! See, we're actually incredibly organized. This is going much smoother than I anticipated. Usually packing involves me rummaging through everything repeatedly.
I know, right? It feels so good to plan properly. I think having this little chat about it has really helped break it down into manageable steps instead of just staring at a pile of clothes in despair.
Definitely. One last thing before we seal everything up. Do you want to pack any specific casual outfits for evenings out? Like something a little nicer than what we'd wear during the day, but still comfortable?
Yes, I'll add a couple of options. A versatile dress and maybe a pair of nice trousers with a couple of different tops. Things that can be mixed and matched easily so I don't feel like I'm wearing the same thing every night.
Same here. A good pair of dark jeans or chinos and a couple of button-down shirts that don't wrinkle easily. Again, versatility is key to keeping the luggage light. I think that's almost everything, actually. We've covered quite a bit.
I think so too. Let's do a quick mental check. Clothes, shoes, electronics, toiletries, documents, snacks, books, that foldable bag. I feel like we've hit all the major categories.
Everything seems ready. We've thought about comfort, emergencies, entertainment, and looking good. This way, we really shouldn't forget anything important. Unless we forget the actual suitcases, that would be a new level of absent-mindedness.
Don't even joke about that. But honestly, I like how calm and efficient this packing session feels. Usually I'm stressed, tearing through drawers, wondering if I have enough underwear.
Yes, less stressful than I expected too. It's almost enjoyable? I think it's because we talked through it, rather than just silently wrestling with our own packing demons.
Absolutely. Traveling feels so much more exciting and less daunting when everything is organized beforehand. It really sets the tone for a relaxed trip.
True, and now we can actually relax a bit before leaving. No last-minute scrambles for a toothbrush or a charger. We're on vacation mode already, almost.
Exactly. Okay, I'm just going to double-check my suitcase one more time. Just for good measure. My anxiety demands it.
Good idea. Better safe than sorry. I'll do the same. Make sure everything's snug and secure for the journey.
Yep, everything fits perfectly, and I actually used your rolling technique for some items. They're surprisingly compact.
Ha! See? I told you. Looks like we're all set then. Our bags are packed, our minds are mostly at ease, and the adventure awaits.
Yes, ready for the trip. Let's get going.